Guys, my name is Andrea Mathis and I am your instructor for College Algebra online this summer at Northeast Mississippi Community College. You have most likely already seen this screen that I have up on the video right now because you probably got to this video through the screen. This is our home page for our summer course. Right now I have the student version of the course kind of locked up. We can go ahead and let me show you what I mean. If we click on modules over here, you can see that everything is grayed out. Okay, this semester I have everything set where it forces you to look at absolutely everything that's available in the course before you move on to the next module or move on to the next assignment. That's to be sure that everybody keeps up and does not get too far behind. The Start Here module and the module that follows it, general information about e-learning courses at NEMCC for summer 2020. These two, you are required to view everything or most everything that's in the module, but you're not required to view them in any certain order. I did that on purpose because I do have some pages that link back to each other and I didn't want to get that messed up by forcing you into a sequence. However, once you start the actual course material in Unit 1, everything here is structured so that you have to complete them in the sequence that they occur in the module, okay? So I would highly recommend that you guys use either the weekly announcement that I'll be sending out, because it will have everything listed in order, or that you come to the modules page each time and follow it and follow the order that's listed in the modules. Now, there are a few things in the Unit 1, the complete list of videos there, that very top thing in Unit 1, that is not part of the lockdown. I have those there mainly just in case something happens and as you're working the problems in My Open Math, if for some reason you can't get the YouTube videos to load, this is an alternative way to get to those videos, okay? Each little piece of the modules consists of a specific topic. You can see here from the rectangular coordinate system and graphs. Right under that, there are a couple of ebook selections. You will need to at least view those two ebook selections to be able to get into the homework. And then your homework is locked down in two ways. You have to view it to get past it in Canvas. And then on My Open Math, you also have to make at least a 1 on this homework assignment to be able to get into the quiz that follows. You do have to view the quizzes, but I don't have a point requirement on the quizzes to move on to the next section, okay? Those sections are locked down rather with the homework instead of the quizzes. That way, if something happens and you don't do well on a quiz at all, if you make a 0 on a quiz, it doesn't mess you up. You can still move on to the next material. This is the first time I've ever done this, so if at any point in time you get stuck, come back to the modules page, be sure that you've done everything in the right order, and if you have done it in the right order but you are still stuck, please let me know. Shoot me a Canvas message. I am not perfect and I do make mistakes, so I may have gotten something out of order at some point, even though I tried to be super careful when I put this together. So if you do get stuck, again, go back to modules, make sure you're doing it in the right order. If you're not, fix that. If you are doing it in the right order, shoot me an email and I will double check for you and see if I can figure out where you are caught. Okay? All right, so because I can't get into any of these, I'm going to leave the student view right quick. I have the first section locked so that it won't open until July the 1st. Now, or not July the 1st, I'm so sorry, June 1st. Didn't want to panic everybody. Okay, so you are here. You're on the intro video page because that's where this video is going to be housed, okay? And then what it's going to tell you is after you watch the video, click the next button. Next is how you can migrate from piece to piece within the pages without having to come back out to the modules page, okay? So if we click on the intro video, you won't see the video because I haven't published it yet, but you will see the next button down here that we can click and it will take us to the syllabus. That's the next thing you'll need to read. And then once you get through going through the syllabus, notice that I can scroll through it there. Click next again. It'll take you to homework information, and then so on and so forth until you get through the whole module. Please read everything carefully. You may even want to make note of a few things so that you can come back in and easily find some information that you think you might need as you go along. But if you do forget something, you can always come back to one of the pages. And I have lots of information pages. It's kind of information overload, and I apologize for that, but there's so much that you guys need to be aware of when doing an online course that I wanted to be sure that I have everything here available to you. So I know it looks like a lot of pages, but I sort of chunked it into smaller bites. That's why there's so many pages, so that it'd be a little easier for you to go back and look up things, okay? I do have a course schedule and attendance information. This gives you an idea of what I'll be taking attendance from, as well as when we will be talking about looking at certain topics. I wouldn't recommend using this to progress through the modules though, because it does not list those ebook sections that you do at least have to view to get through them. So if you use this, you're going to get stuck. You're going to wind up clicking on something and it's going to tell you that you don't have access to that yet. And then you'll have to back up and look at the ebook pages, okay? But I do have it in here just because I think it's good to be able to see what we'll be working on and when we'll be working on it, especially your final exam and your midterm exam, okay? While we're on the topic of midterm exam right quick, that will be our proctored test that we're required to give this semester. There's some information on the exam information page about how I'll be proctoring. And I've got some dates there that I will be offering a proctoring session. You are required to sign up for one of those times. If you can't attend one of those sessions and you have documented reason that you can't attend, then you can register to take the exam with an EMCC proctor. Now, they won't have an awful lot of different times either, okay? This is the way it is in our new world today. So it is going to be a little trickier to get a proctored exam taken than it may have been in the past if you've had experience with online classes before, but we are going to try to be as accommodating as we possibly can be, okay? So those are my 4 sessions. Send me an email with your preferred session and your name, and you can do that as early as today if you want to, okay, to go ahead and get that signed up for, get that taken care of. All right, let me pop back out to the home or to the modules page right quick. Again, modules is your friend. This is where you can see everything laid out in the exact order that I want to do it in. I will leave the MyOpenMath information for the MyOpenMath video page when you get to it. There'll be a video there about how to work through MyOpenMath, which is the homework assessment system that we use in college algebra at Northeast. So that'll be just a little brief video that shows you sort of what to do on that in case you don't have experience using that from an earlier class, okay? Another thing that if you've taken online classes before, you've already been familiar with this, but if this is your first time, we do use something called BioSig. We have to have a couple of different ways to verify that you are actually the person who's taking the course. One way is I require your ID when you come and sit for the proctored exam. You'll have to show me a picture of ID on Zoom. Too many Z's. And then the other way we check to verify that you're the person who's taking the courses, we have 4 instances of BioSig, which is biometric signature is what that stands for, in place during the semester. You can read information about that on the Academic Integrity and Online Courses page, and then you can set up your BioSig here. You need to do that today. Don't wait, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to wind up getting to the first time that you're asked to use it, which is going to be down when you do the quiz on inequalities in the first unit. It's going to be a couple of weeks out, but you're going to get to that and it's going to block you and you're not going to know why, okay? So that's another block that we have in the system is when you reach that point, you have to do that BioSig enrollment. You have to sign in with BioSig to be able to get to that quiz. There's one quiz in every unit that has that on it, okay? It is possible to go ahead and get those out of the way and get them done before you get to the quiz, I think. Actually, I don't think there is. I think you have to go the way I have it set up now. Sorry, the way I used to have it set up, you could get in and get them all done at once. But the way I have it set up now, where you have to progress in linear order, you won't be able to do those until you get to them, which is fine. Okay, it's not that big a deal. You just have to be sure you remember to sign in each time before you go in. And like I said, if you'll use the modules page to help you go through the material, then that's not going to be a problem because I have it arranged in the order that's on the modules page, and you'll just do one thing right after the other, okay? If it has the view requirement, by the way, underneath where it says that view, then that means that you have to open it, okay? You have to at least open it to be able to get to the next thing that comes along, all right? And as I said, homework is the only thing that's actually locked down with a score. You have to make a score of at least 1 to move on from that. Okay? All right. You can access your grades by going to the grade page. You guys probably won't see a link to Smarter Proctoring. If you do, I'm going to have to move that anyway because we don't use that anymore. At least we're not using it right now while we have COVID. But NetTutor is a place where you can go get tutoring for any problems that you might be having in any class, online or otherwise. If you don't already have Office 365 downloaded, that is free to you guys as students Northeast. You can use that. It contains all the Office products, Word and Excel, PowerPoint, etc. on there. You guys won't see Dropout Detective link. I'm just trying to go through these links over here and tell you what everything is so that you'll know your opinion counts. Later on in the semester, there'll be a survey available to you about how this class was, okay? And I encourage you to be sure that you make your opinions known there because we do use those to plan ahead for next semester's courses and that kind of thing. Okay? So, you won't have to worry about Lockdown Browser. We won't use that. You guys won't see the Submit Grades to banner. That's only in the instructor version. And as far as the Studio is concerned, I don't use Studio because my videos are in YouTube and I just embed them in the pages. So we probably won't see an instance of that. The one other thing that I wanted to show y'all, when you get to Unit 1, and I may not have it in here yet. I thought I did, but I do not. There is an assignment that will be right at the very start of the Unit 1 module, and it's called the Padlet Scavenger Hunt. I'll show you the name of it here. I'll go to the assignments page. You guys can't go to assignments, but you will see this once I get it linked in there. I apologize. I thought I already had it in there. This is another thing that y'all are going to be doing this week, okay? Now, I'm on an iPad, so if you're on a computer looking at this, it may look a little bit different. The Padlet Scavenger Hunt is just a quick way for me to get to know all of y'all, for you to get to know a little bit about me, and for us to search around on the internet for a couple of things, okay? So, you first have, you have several little columns, and what you guys will do is you'll just hit the plus sign that's at the bottom of each column to post your post, okay? So, I've already done mine, okay? Notice that at the top of each one of mine, I have my name. That's what I want you guys to do too. Please put your name in the title part of each one of your posts, okay? So, the first post is going to be a text post with your name, hometown major, and something good or bad about your personal math journey. This can be whatever you want. Obviously, be sure that you adhere to the communications policy that you'll see as you go through that initial information on Canvas. You want to keep a professional attitude when you are corresponding with anybody or typing anything for a response on Canvas. It's just like if you were in class. So no profanity, nothing ugly about anybody else. We're not going to use offensive language with each other. We're going to be respectful of each other in this online format. Anything that is ugly will be taken down and you'll get a 0 for that assignment, okay? This is going to be kind of a homework assignment grade here. There's my little blurb about myself, and you guys can post yours below there, and then take a picture of yourself, okay? One you've already made or one you just snap at the time. You can do either one for this. And then you scroll by just pushing along. If you've got, I'm on an iPad, so I'm doing the touchscreen thing as I push along here. On a computer, it'd be a little bit different, but you'll be able to scroll from side to side and fill out all of these. Short audio clip or video of you explaining how to work a real simple little linear equation, which is something we'll pick up, not really this week, but next week. Then a link to a video from YouTube showing how to find the equation of a line. And like I said, just search find the equation of the line. Try not to duplicate anybody else's. I know there's not infinitely many of these out there, but there are a bunch, okay? I don't know for sure that there's 33, which last time I looked, that's how many people were signed up for the class, but there's probably at least 20. So if there's a couple of duplicates, that'll be okay. But try to find something that's different from what everybody else has posted when you do that. And then what we'll have is a board full of different videos that you guys can use when you are working that particular type of problem. There will be a video also in the homework, but this will give you something else to look at. Find one person who's made a contribution to the study of mathematics and link an article about them here. I looked up contemporary mathematicians. You can just do mathematician. Excuse me, people who've contributed to mathematics. Any of those search terms will work. I found somebody who is a contemporary mathematician, and I posted just a link to the article about him and a little blurb at the top. You don't even have to write a description of it if you don't want to. I just thought it was kind of interesting. That he was a contemporary and he has passed away from COVID-19. So that's a very timely article about him. Then write one question that you have for me about this class. Then go see if you can find the answer on Canvas. Okay, so any questions that I see posted here that are not addressed somewhere else in my Canvas course, I will post answers to those. This just kind of gives me a heads up, hey, Miss Mathis, you forgot to put this on Canvas, okay? So ask your question, but then go back and look. See if you can find the answer to it. And what I'll do is I'll come back through, and if you have posted something for every one of those, you'll get 100 for this assignment. Okay, so super easy. It'll take about 10 minutes. Honestly, to do this, it probably took me 10 minutes to do this. You'll notice it doesn't say down here how long my video is, but this video is about 30 seconds. Okay, so it won't take you very long to do the little video even. Okay, and the rest of this is just kind of searching and then just writing something up. Okay. All right, so anyway, that is it for the intro to the course. Once you finish this little assignment, you'll move on and you'll start reading the ebook on your first topic, and then you will work through your homework on your first topic. As I said, I'll post a video for how to work through the MyOpenMath website, how to use that website, and so that'll be the next video that you'll watch as you progress along in the material. Anyway, if you've got any questions at any time, the Canvas inbox is the best way to get a hold of me for just general questions about the course. You can email me. I have my email address on that very first homepage that you came through. If you've got questions about the MyOpenMath homework, there is a link that you can click in each problem to message me from there as well. So there's several different ways you can get a hold of me. And I'll talk to you guys later.